the open world genre, one massive explosion at a time. Square Enix and Avalanche Studios will set the world on fire December 1st.
Just cuz. Please welcome to the stage Business Division 6 producer Yosuke
I'm gonna
Saito.
watch this trailer one more time. Just quietly in the background.
Hello,
Yeah, that
my
was
name
loud.
is Yosuke Saito from Business Division 6, as I was just introduced. I asked for some time today to announce the production of a certain new title that we're working on. This project's still very early in the development, but we would like to take the opportunity to announce it today. So first, please take a look at this brand new footage. Thank you.
What was that?
So how was that? It's a new Nier game, and the platform is the PlayStation 4. Production's just
New
begun on
Nier
this.
game.
But just as we showed now, we really are taking on this challenge with an incredible lineup of development talent. So without further ado, I would like to introduce two key individuals in the project who've made it here to the conference today. The director, Mr. Yoko Taro, and Atsushi Inaba from Platinum Games, who'll be working on the development with us. Hello everyone. I'm the director
Oh
of
my
the
God,
project,
what does he have
Mr.
on
Taro
his head?
Yoko. It's now 5 years since the previous installment in the Nier series. But we continue to receive lots of messages from fans both in Japan and across the globe. So I get the sense that the game really has been loved by so many. So to everyone who's supported Nier, I thank you heartfelt. So, after hearing about the production of the new Nier project from Saito-san here, and then hearing we will be able to ask Platinum Games and character designer Akihiko Yoshida to contribute to the production, I felt that the quality of the game had already been virtually guaranteed. It feels like I really don't have anything I need to do here. But if I say things like that, then a lot of people are going to get angry at me. So I'd just like to say I'm going to do my very best on this title. So thank you to everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Atsushi Inaba from Platinum Games, and we will be handling the development of the new Nier title. We really didn't think that this type of collaboration would ever be possible prior to being approached by Square Enix about it. The request that we received was to instill new strength in the Nier franchise by levering Platinum Games' area of special expertise, which is action.
Platinum Games is hard
We
work on
readily
a lot of
accepted
stuff,
it,
dang.
because if that was the case, then we felt that there was a lot that we could contribute to a new project.
Star Fox and Nier.
This title has amassed support of many passionate fans around the world, so we feel a great sense of responsibility towards them. But we're not really worried about keeping the new game true to the spirit of Nier, as Mr. Yoko here is on board directing the game. Currently, all of our staff who love the Nier franchise are really hard at work developing the game in full force alongside Mr. Yoko. It'll take a while before it's ready, but we hope you can look forward to seeing the outcome. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Yoko, Mr. Inaba. Lastly, I really want to tell everyone that I myself have really wanted to develop a new Nier title for a very long time. But I felt it would be very difficult to respond to the sheer passion that our fans have for this title if we couldn't do it with everything we had. Therefore, it's taken a very long time, but I'm sincerely very happy and very proud that we were able to announce this fantastic new game today, and the development team. Thank you. Even the subtitle of the game is still very much a secret, but we should be able to provide further updates regarding the title around autumn this year. So please look forward to any further updates on that day. Thank you very much to everyone.
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Something else dwells in the darkness of this place. But I've got to continue. I finally feel a sense of purpose again. Like I'm doing what I was meant to do. Some kind of marker. The journey will be perilous. But I must find a way. Incredible. This is it.
Please welcome Game Director for Crystal Dynamics for Rise of the Tomb Raider, Brian Horton.
Hi, everyone. My name's Brian Horton. I'm the game director on Tomb Raider. Yesterday, at the Microsoft press briefing, we shared our gameplay world premiere for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Because Tomb Raider is all about Lara and her journey, we always want to make her feel as human and believable as possible. Today, we'll share some of the techniques that we use to achieve things that simply weren't possible until now. In this exclusive, behind-the-scenes look, filmed at our studio, you'll hear from some of the talented people who bring Lara to life.
In Rise of the Tomb Raider, our goal is to create the most believable characters in games. The talented artists and animators at Crystal Dynamics have built Lara from the ground up to realize this vision.
Part of creating the most realistic character that we possibly can are things like details now. So pores on the skin, we're talking about eyelashes down to finite things where snowflakes would land on that eyelash. I mean, things that really get into the nitty-gritty of what makes something feel very tangible. It gives it a lot of character. Those are the things that we're able to do now. There's a first read, which is Lara's main silhouette. We want that secondary read. We want to get in there really tight and be able to see all those little tiny things that make her very, very unique.
It's the imperfections. Even some scars from the last game have been transported over to the new model.
We want to show character and progression of time and show that she's gone through some things to get here.
We first started with scans, and we used that data to make sure the proportions were right, that fold logic was right under clothes, and then we added our artistic touch to it, and we added a whole lot of details to it, so we can actually look at her skin. You'll see the pores. You look at the clothes. You see all the micro details on the clothes. So we added a lot to that, to make her come to life. Whenever she gets into a fight, she can get dirty or she can get bloody. When she's out in the snow, she'll actually accumulate snow on her clothes. So she fits into every environment that she's in. We're able to actually capture the nuances of facial movement, and she really comes to life. And it is so much better than the bone-driven system that we used in the past. And this all adds to the realism of her acting.
At Crystal, we look at every granular detail, from her anatomy to her garments to her emotion, in order to deliver a believable and lifelike Lara Croft. These goals become a reality as we see Lara navigate the mysterious catacombs of the Prophet's tomb.
So there we have it. We hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look of the making of Lara Croft. Rise of the Tomb Raider features a beautiful, hostile world filled with massive gameplay spaces with challenge and things to discover. Lara will use her environment to outsmart her enemies, crafting improvised weapons and explosives. Rest assured, we're putting the tombs back into Tomb Raider. Giving you an exclusive first look at the Prophet's tomb gives you a glimpse of that. We hope to show you more in the coming months, and thanks again. Have a great E3.
We heard a lot about Tomb Raider yesterday and the day
Please
before
welcome to
that,
the stage,
so
Square
I'm
Enix
not going to
Montreal,
talk
head
about
of
that very
studio,
much.
Patrick, no.
Not to mention that it's Xbox timed exclusive, so
Thank you.
I don't
Good
know what else
morning,
to say.
bonjour, ohayo gozaimasu. My name is Patrick No, head of studio at Square Enix Montreal. We are hard at work bringing some of the best IPs from Square Enix to the mobile ecosystem. Our ambition is to craft fresh, premium, award-winning experiences designed specifically for mobile and tablet. Our first releases, Hitman Go and Hitman Sniper, are two diversely original takes on the same franchise, but they're a testament to the creativity and quality that we strive for in crafting true AAA mobile games. Unique concepts, intuitive controls, and iconic visuals. When we introduced the Go concept with Hitman Go, it was a celebration of the franchise distilled to its core. Today, we're bringing this concept to another beloved franchise. We are extremely excited to bring you our next inspiration for Go. It's a celebration of adventure distilled to its purest, most elegant one-touch form.
Lara Croft Go.
It's Lara Croft if you've never seen her before, a turn-based experience set in a long-forgotten world, delivering gorgeous visual, mesmerizing soundtrack, and challenging gameplay all at your fingertips. This is Lara Croft Go. We can't wait to show you more. Have a great E3. Thank you.
Yeah, Heaven's Ward. Yeah. I really hope they're going to actually spend time talking about this. Oh.
Please welcome to the stage Kingdom Hearts series executive producer
my God.
Shinji Hashimoto.
Kingdom Hearts 3, boys. This better be Kingdom Hearts. Oh my God.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、キングダムハーツシリーズのエグゼクティブプロデューサーの橋本でございます。本日は私の方からキングダムハーツシリーズの最新情報をお届けに参りましたが、その前にですね、昨
The
夜の
audio would go down when he's
で
talking.
発表させていただきましたタイトルの映像、もう一度一緒に見たいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
Oh my freaking God. Oh my God. Here we go, boys.
Long ago,
oh
we
my
looked
God.
upon a foreboding sky. The memory of the star that
this ain't no
threatened all
Kingdom Hearts. This is
burns
Final
eternal
Fantasy
in our hearts.
Why are we seeing the same trailer?
In its wake came an age of silence. Yet with each fond remembrance, we knew those encountered were not forgotten. That someday we would see them again. Perhaps it was no more than wishful thinking.
They're coming back.
But after the long calm, there are now the beginnings of a stir. The reunion at hand may bring joy, it may bring fear, but let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
Yes, after years of anticipation, we're very happy to announce that we will be remaking Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 4. At this time, we're only announcing that we're doing a remake, so please stay tuned for more detailed information in the future. Furthermore, last year we announced that we would be bringing the PC version of Final Fantasy VII to the PlayStation 4, and that we would be releasing it around spring 2015. We'd really like to thank you for your continued patience, as we have to ask that you wait just a little bit longer until winter this year.
Oh my God.
But additionally, we would like to take the opportunity to inform you that we're also bringing Final Fantasy VII to iOS. And we're hoping to deliver that one to you before the end of summer this year. So please look out for the release.
さて、改めまして、キングダムハーツシリーズ最新情報のご紹介に移らせていただきたいと思います。まずはこちらの映
First,
像をご覧
let's
ください。
take a look at this new video.
Yes. Feel like, oh my God, yes. This is not Kingdom Hearts.
すでに日本では
We recently announced that Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key would be made available in Japan, and we're very happy to announce that we'll be bringing this game to North America as well, making it the first Kingdom Hearts title dedicated for smartphones. Unchained Key depicts a story that links into Kingdom Hearts 3, and it presents a convenient way to enjoy the beautiful worlds of Disney right there on your smartphone. We hope that you can look forward to seeing it. Okay, moving along. I'd like to discuss the title I think we've all been waiting for. Kingdom Hearts 3. But rather than having me talk about it, I thought it would be much better if we watched some footage of the game. But before that, we'd like to show you a video message from some very special guests. So please take a look at this.
Hi, Kingdom Hearts fans. Hi, Disney fans. I'm Greg
finally,
Coleman.
dude.
I'm the Vice President of Worldwide
Maybe
Marketing
like
and Franchise Management here at the
2017.
Walt Disney Animation Studios. And I'm joined with my dear friend, Master Xehanort.
No, actually, I'm Roy Connolly, and I am a producer here at Walt Disney Animation Studios. There is an amazing collaboration going on right now between Disney and Square Enix for Kingdom Hearts 3.
We're working with the best animated storytellers and the best game developers in the world to put this out.
And I'm
which proper?
Incredibly proud because this is my film, the film that I produced, that I love. It's going to be the first one in a series. It's called Tangled. We have this amazing partnership between Square Enix and Disney, and the fact that Square Enix is really trying to bring it to life with the same integrity that we brought it to life with, it's going to be cool.
There's a lot more to tell, and we're just going to give you a little bit today, but we couldn't be more excited.
That's it.
ディズニーアニメーションスタジオのお二人から貴重なメッセージ
We're really honored to have such a great message from two key members of Walt Disney Animation Studios.
新しいワールドの紹介も含めて
As our guest mentioned, we're introducing a brand new world into the game.
初の映像
So, without any
ただ
further
今日は
ado,
ですね今ビデオに出ていただいた
but I think Roy is actually here today, Roy from the video.
会場にお越しいただいておりますので
So, hey Roy, thank you for coming today. Please give Roy a big hand.
さあお待たせしました
So, without any further
最新映像
ado,
をご覧くだ
here
さ
is
い
the world premiere of the latest footage from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Have you heard of the ancient Keyblade War?
Oh, man.
Yeah, the Master's favorite story. So, you know the Lost Masters. They're the ones who started the Keyblade War. Never heard of them. You can drop the facade.
Oh my god, this is so freaking good. The fact that they already have English voiceovers makes me think like it shouldn't be too long until it comes out. Oh man, this looks so freaking good. I hope it's at least spring. I hope it's, we don't have to wait till, or just spring 2016. I'd be happy with that.
that land shall darkness prevail and light expire. The future, it's already been written. Who's to say I can't change it, and maybe light will prevail? There is more to light than meets the eye. You might be surprised. Oh, I hope so.
Oh, man. What do you mean now in development? It's been like that for like 3 years now. How long is this gonna take, dude? Oh my god.
So what did you think? When I first saw that video, I was personally quite surprised by the evolution that the Kingdom Hearts series has undergone. And the team continues to work really hard on its development so we can continue to bring more surprises to all of you. Your continued support and encouragement is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay. Could you please bear with me just a little bit longer? Since I'm actually involved with several projects at the moment, and there's one more that I'd like to bring to you today. It's called World of Final Fantasy. You can see the title right here. And we introduced the World of Final Fantasy yesterday at the Sony conference as well.
Alright, so they're going to talk about World of Final Fantasy trailer, another trailer. I hope it's not the same one. Probably is. Yep, same trailer.
As memories lost are slowly drawn back in, two siblings embark on an adventure unlike any before. Welcome to Grimoire, a world of the weest of beings. Here you can befriend adorably familiar monsters and turn tiny enough to jump on for a ride, or turn tall enough for them to ride on you. Join forces with adorably familiar heroes and heroines and witness a most peculiar story unfold. They may be small in stature, but the fate that awaits them is grand indeed. This is the size of a new Final Fantasy, the beginning of a new world, and a tale with countless encounters. World of Final Fantasy.
That's 16, that's right.
As you just saw, this title takes place in a completely new universe, very different from those seen in previous Final Fantasy titles. And I'd like to introduce you now to the new director, who was, we felt, a perfect fit for this new title. So, please welcome the director of World of Final Fantasy, Mr. Hiroki Chiba.
World of Final Fantasy.
Hello everyone, I am the director of World of Final Fantasy, Hiroki Chiba. Final Fantasy is really central to the history of Square Enix. And from this long-established IP, many products have been developed in many different ways. We really are truly grateful that this IP, that Final Fantasy, has been loved for so many years. However, we also found that this long history that the series has become a factor in what may be distancing some new people from experiencing the joy of Final Fantasy. So, with that in mind, I identified 3 challenges to address in the planning of this project, with the hope that a wider audience would get to know and love what Final Fantasy is all about, and how wonderful it truly can be. First of all, I wanted it to be a game that everyone of any age or gender could play. Secondly, I want to bring out a completely new visual experience. And thirdly, to create a new game system that anyone can play that's both simple and very deep at the same time. Personally, I always thought about the possibility of creating a game that both small children and their parents could play and share and enjoy together. And here we really have a chance to realize that kind of wonderful experience with this excellent IP, with Final Fantasy. So, in order to realize this vision, we really are challenging ourselves to create a completely new visual representation for the game that's never been done before with Final Fantasy series. Something like the excitement of adventuring through a world of toys and figurines. I assume everyone, both adults and children alike, have wanted to dive into the world of their toys at least once in their lifetime. And we really want to make that into a reality. And the one feature I'd really like you to pay attention in the new game. As you can see, the players and monsters that you have in your team form towers to engage in battles. And we've adapted a never-before-seen unique system in which the strength and the battle powers of the party depends on the formation of these towers. So, with the Final Fantasy systems that have been refined over the course of its history at the core of this new system, we aim to offer a new, simple, and yet very deep experience. So, what do you think? I hope that this presentation has piqued your interest in finding out what kind of game this is going to be. We're diligently developing this title so that many people, including those who've never played Final Fantasy before, will feel the same way that we do. And we're currently aiming for a release in 2016, so please look out for it. Thank you, everyone.
Look out.
Please welcome the creative director of IO Interactive, Christian Elverdam.
Hi everyone, my name is Christian. I'm the creative director at IO Interactive, and I'm here today to share with you what we've been working on at the studio. Our new game is simply called Hitman, and it marks the start of a very exciting journey for us. Everything we do in this game lays the foundation for the future of the series. The experience will begin on December 8th with a digital release, where we will invite players into a live and ever-expanding world of assassination that will continue to grow, deepen, and evolve over time. It is a game where we release new locations, new missions, and new hits at regular intervals, and where we will continuously develop the game and adjust gameplay to create content and events based on player feedback. This is something we're incredibly excited about because it allows us to do things that are bold and entirely new to the Hitman experience. As an example of this, imagine a target appearing for every player in the world, but for a limited time only. Let's say 48 hours. And imagine that you only have one chance. The outcome is going to be final. If your target escapes, he's going to be gone forever. And how he dies is how he dies, period. We imagine that the Hitman community will work together to figure out the best ways to deal with these challenges in the best possible ways. And we imagine that they will come together every time a new mission or a new location appears. And that's just one part of the game. The core of Hitman is a creative stealth action game where you play as Agent 47, a professional assassin in his prime. You perform contract hits on high-profile targets in exotic locations around the world. From the highly fashionable Paris to the sunny coast of Italy and the dust and hustle of the markets in Marrakesh, locations are more detailed, more populated, and much larger than ever before. It is a high-definition sandbox where every NPC has a name and every room matters. The game has a pure focus on taking out your targets with complete freedom of approach. Where you go, when you strike, and who you kill is entirely up to you. You have the power and the intelligence of Agent 47 at your fingertips, and it is up to you whether to use brute force or to orchestrate a genuine masterpiece of assassination. With Hitman, we envision a game that will never stop challenging our players. Whether it's from the numerous ways you can take out your targets, to the hundreds of in-mission challenges, to the hundreds of thousands of high-quality, community-created contracts, you'll never run out of things to do. We are incredibly excited to start talking about the game, and I hope you'll enjoy this very first peek at Hitman and our world of assassination. Thank you.
There is a world beyond yours. Beyond nations, justice, ethics. It never sleeps. It exists everywhere. And once you enter, there is no going back. You are Agent 47, the world's premier assassin.
This is Lindsay
You can get to anyone, anywhere on the globe. No target is safe. To the public, Viktor Novikov is a well-known oligarch. In reality, he is one of the ringleaders in an enigmatic spy ring called Iago. They deal in secrets that unseat governments and get people killed. And they are about to compromise covert operatives in a major European country. Time is of the essence. Viktor Novikov must be eliminated. The essence of a sandbox game like Hitman is freedom of approach. Where you go, how you infiltrate, who you become.
Hey, you.
Knowing which disguises give you access is key.
Okay, then. Get out.
But beware, some individuals are more observant than others.
Hey, who are you? Hey, stop!
Be prepared to improvise.
Where is he? You see him, anyone? Yeah, where the hell did he go?
As you experiment with your playstyle,
We lost him.
each hit can go from bloody murder to a genuine masterpiece of assassination. Complete mastery of a level is rewarded. As your skills evolve over time, so do your options. Prepare equipment in advance and plan the perfect hit. New locations will appear over time. You will travel the world. New missions, new targets. Some targets only ever surface once, for a limited time. When they are gone forever. And when you think you're ready to be a contender, Contracts mode has evolved within the deepest, most expansive Hitman sandboxes yet. Mark your own targets and share them with your friends. Challenge a world of assassins. Welcome to a world of assassination. It is ever expanding, ever dangerous. It will never stop challenging you.
That's it. Square Enix X tries new project. Space Cadets Star Ocean.
As the inaugural Space Reconnaissance Force mission launched, mankind took its first steps on worlds beyond its own.
Isn't this Star Ocean 5?
One fortunate byproduct of the prolonged conflict with Lazonia is symbology, a power based on written patterns resembling runes. The 10 wise men herald an interstellar apocalypse, but doom is averted thanks to an earthling mistaken for the hero of light. War with the Vendini erupts, sparking a struggle that could end time itself. How this incident helped uncover the Star Ocean's origin will be told for generations, as long as the sands of time continue to fall. Amidst these chronicles, a new entry shall be inscribed. One replete with unexpected encounters and heart-wrenching farewells. One where the fate of a planet hangs in the balance.
Hello, everybody. My name is
Integrity and Faithless.
And hello there to everyone in Japan watching on live stream.
What title is that?
My name is Shuichi Kobayashi, and I'm the producer of Star Ocean: Integrity and Faithlessness. This title was previously announced in April for Japan, and today we would like to announce that the new Star Ocean project is also confirmed to release in North America and Europe on the PlayStation 4. To all the series fans out there, thank you very much for waiting. Naturally, we have none other than Tri-X, the great developer that has worked on all of the previous installments in the series on board to develop the latest entry in the franchise as well. We've prepared a world-exclusive gameplay trailer to be revealed today at this conference, so please take a look and enjoy.
This actually looks really good. Man, E3 this year really wants me to play anime games. Swear to God, if I get back into anime, it'll be the end of me. I can't allow this to take me over. I will not allow it. But it's 2015 though.
So, how did you like that?
I didn't.
It really is an evolved form of a good old-school Japanese RPG. One of the key words for the development of this title is seamlessness. And with that in mind, rather than creating a trailer that focuses on the more dramatic aspects of the game, we decided to capture and showcase some direct footage that will help you get a better idea of how the game will actually play. Not only do the transitions from exploration to battle in the game occur seamlessly, but other aspects, such as the event scenes, will also occur seamlessly as well. In the previous installment, in Star Ocean 4: The Last Hope, we used cutscenes as an effective way to liven up the story. But this method of storytelling can also be an obstruction to the rhythm of the game, as the player becomes more of a passive observer while gameplay is temporarily halted. For Star Ocean: Integrity and Faithlessness, we're incorporating two types of event scenes. One are dynamic cutscenes that occur as seamless events, and the second are the traditional static cutscenes that focus on staging the story. In developing this title, we aim to improve the playability and excitement of the overall experience, and we really want to break away from that notion that JRPGs are essentially nothing more than movies rather than games. So, as you've seen in the gameplay just now, there will be more characters than ever before who join the party and can fight in battle at the same time. The game system is also very new, although rest assured that in its evolution the system still retains the feel of the real-time action battles that were previously so well received from the series. Furthermore, also note that the gameplay screen is still quite early in development, so the UI and many other elements are still temporary. And also, additionally, the footage that we showcased today was captured at a frame rate of 30 frames per second. But for the finished game, we're aiming to go for 60 frames per second all the time.
Good.
And finally, as mentioned in the video, we'd like to announce that this title is scheduled for release in North America and Europe in 2016, and for winter 2015 in Japan. It's going to be a little while longer till it's ready.
Good thing
but,
the
we look
PS4
forward to seeing further
isn't
updates in
region
the
locked.
future. Thank you, everyone.
Please welcome to the stage Eidos Montreal Head of Studio David Enfosi and Executive Narrative Director for Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, Mary DeMarle.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm glad to be standing here in front of you today. 5 years ago, we presented you with the now critically acclaimed, Deus Ex: Human Revolution. But today, Eidos Montreal is working hard to deliver you a worthy sequel for both it and the Deus Ex franchise as a whole. As usual, we are not compromising on quality and are constantly striving to meet the high expectations of the fans. To do so, the team behind Deus Ex: Human Revolution is back, working with a groundbreaking new game engine, the Dawn engine. The Dawn engine allows us to push the limits of technology, making the world of Deus Ex truly come to life. Mary, could you give us some more details about Deus Ex: Mankind Divided?
Thank you, David. I certainly can. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided takes place in 2029, which is 2 years after the end of Human Revolution. Adam Jensen is back, although both he and the world he's living in have changed. Mechanically augmented people like Jensen have become outcasts in this world. They are feared and even hated by a majority of people. Many are being branded as terrorists and forced to live in AUG-only ghettos under heavy police surveillance. We call it a mechanical apartheid. Jensen isn't living in a ghetto. He's left Seraph Industries and has joined a newly formed division of Interpol known as Task Force 29. His job is to investigate and stop terrorist attacks all over the world. At the same time, though, he's secretly working as a covert double agent within the task force itself. He believes that a powerful group of men and women known as the Illuminati have created the group in order to serve their own interests. He wants to stop them, and he's teamed up with some hacker activists in order to bring them down. To do it, he's going to need some pretty amazing tools in his arsenal. New weapons, new augmentations, like a PEPS gun that is now hidden inside his mechanical arm. Also, his detachable nanoblades, which can now be used as deadly projectiles. These are just two of the enhancements that Jensen has that can really make him become the next stage in mankind's evolution. Of course, how he uses these tools and how he evolves is totally up to you, the player, to determine. Choices are at the heart of a Deus Ex experience, and we, with Mankind Divided, are pushing them even further. Choices that you make as a player will not only change how the game is played, but it will also change the story as it unfolds. The actions you take as the player will ultimately determine the end of the game and the end of the story. To put it simply, We want Mankind Divided to be one of the best action RPG experiences out there, and we are working very hard to make sure it happens. Right, David?
Totally, Mary. Thank you. Enough talk. Today, I have the privilege to present you with the worldwide reveal of our very first in-game trailer. I hope you will enjoy it.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
My people and I will resist you.
Innocent people died in that bombing today.
The augmented are suffering a genocide. It begins with demonizing us, treating us as less than human, exiling us so we are forgotten, and then exterminating us.
You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How dare you speak to me of peace and fairness on behalf of masters who hide in the shadows and murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world? I suspect there's a power struggle brewing within our organization. Some people inside ARC are less committed to our ideals.
Then help me find them.
Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist.
I can only fight enemies I see.
Then isn't it time you brought them into the light?
Another 2016 title.
Cool stuff, huh? Deus Ex Mankind Divided will be out in early 2016. The game will be playable on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Please come to our Deus Ex VIP room to experience the full live gameplay demo. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Wish they would stop showing that freaking logo, dude.
And now, please welcome President and
We get
CEO
it.
of Square Enix Holdings,
This is Square
Yosuke
Enix.
Matsuda.
Thank you for taking the time to join us here today. Also, thanks to everyone around the world for watching as we kick off E3 2015. As you saw today, and also from the announcement we made yesterday, we possess remarkable content, including our legendary RPG, Final Fantasy. Now, I would like to take a moment to introduce the Final Fantasy Portal app. This comprehensive app provides any and all information related to Final Fantasy, and an English version will be coming this summer. We really hope you enjoy the rich content it has to offer. Speaking of RPGs, before I finish, There is one more announcement I'd like to share with you today. RPGs are our major part of Square Enix legacy, including Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Kingdom Hearts.
This guy seems really nervous.
RPG fans from all over the world have supported us along the years.
Final Fantasy
we
16
are devoted to keep creating incredible new RPG titles. With that, I'm happy to announce the initiation of a new RPG project being developed by a newly established studio. Today, I would like to share some of the details for the first time. The new studio working on this project is called Tokyo RPG Factory. The name represents our dedication to creating Japanese RPGs. This is an all-new console RPG. It's not a spin-off or a remake, but a completely new series. With its delicate and somewhat wistful atmosphere, we are calling it Project Setsuna. I cannot share too many details at this point, but the game is already under development and is planned for a global release in 2016. As you can see from the amazing content we presented here today, this year's E3 lineup is the most powerful, unique, and diverse in the history of Square Enix. From acclaimed franchises to exciting new IPs with rich stories, creative characters, and world, Square Enix is bringing phenomenal entertainment to every type of gamer for every viable platform. The amazing content and services created by our global creative teams truly represent our goal to help spread happiness across the globe by providing unforgettable experiences. In 2015, you will see a full range of creativity the Square Enix Group has to offer, beginning at this E3. But we will never stop moving forward. We promise you that Square Enix will continue to deliver ultimate entertainment experiences that will amaze and excite gamers. Our powerful content and brilliant creators make that possible. Now, I would like to welcome everyone from our talented studios and partners from around the world to join me back on stage.
So, is that it then? Because if that was it, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. All right.
Again, we are so thankful for our valued fans and partners joining us here today as we celebrate the gaming industry and introduce you to the future of Square Enix. Please visit our booth on the show floor and stay tuned to Square Enix Presents for all of the latest updates and announcements from us. Thank you, and have a great E3!
This concludes the Square Enix E3 2015 conference. We will be hosting a brief photo opportunity at the stage open to media only. Thank you for attending our presentation.
Oh boy.
You may now exit the conference hall and make your way to the show floor. On behalf of everyone at Square Enix, have a great E3.
Don't trip on your way out. How do I control? Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Can't really control what I hear, unfortunately. That's why I hear what I can control. Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright. Jeez. Okay. Well. Every Tuesday morning for E3 just always seems to be really underwhelming. Like, I'm always extremely hyped up, and then it happens, and then I'm just like, okay, that really wasn't that big of a deal. Anyway, so yeah, that pretty much does it for like Square Enix and Nintendo. So Square Enix literally took place right after Nintendo's press conference today, so they basically both tied into each other in a way. We didn't really get too much new Nintendo news, but I'm going to go over everything anyway. So I'm going to kind of just discuss what exactly was announced. Let's see here. All right. So let's start with Nintendo because obviously they were the first show to kick off today. I thought I absolutely love their little Muppet thing. That was pretty cool. I was hoping they'd show more with that, just like the big boys at Nintendo walking around as Muppets. I thought that was pretty freaking funny. I gotta get that as a GIF, or at least some point in there, like at least some clip. I gotta make it a GIF and just have it as like a follower pop-up or something like that. Kind of like what I wanted to do with that Plants vs. Zombie thing from yesterday. But yeah, I thought that was really creative. Last year they did the whole robot chicken thing, which was cool as well. But I think I like the Muppet thing a little bit more. That was really cool. Kind of reminded me of the Puzzle Place and like Sesame Street combined into one. So that was pretty cool. So they started off immediately with Star Fox. They already told us we were going to see Star Fox this year at E3. I don't know what else to say. It looks like Star Fox. It was nothing really too mind-blowing. I was kind of hoping for more of like an open world gameplay. Like, I feel like they could do so much with Star Fox, but like you're literally just in a ship the entire time, and there are so many other games out there exactly like that. So it really wasn't anything too mind-blowing to me. I was kind of hoping for something more like Star Fox Adventures, not as bad, because that wasn't really a good game, but I was hoping for more something where like you can get out and actually play as Fox Falco. You could like walk around and shoot stuff like that. You know, spending time on both the ground and in your ship. That's the kind of Star Fox game I've been looking for. But That's just me. But yeah, they did finally show it off. Its official title is Star Fox Zero. So, you know, it does have a title now. It's not a prequel or a sequel or whatever. They're just calling it Star Fox Zero. So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like, it could even possibly be a reboot. So, or I don't think they called it, I think they said it wasn't a reboot either. So who knows what it is? I want to say it's probably a prequel. I think prequel wasn't discluded, so it's possible that it's a prequel, but I guess we'll just have to find out. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You could use your little gyro thing on the Wii U to look around. It seems like there's be a lot of multitasking and like looking up and down at the screen a lot. You're mainly using the gamepad to aim, get precision on your aim and stuff like that. Probably won't be that difficult, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. So that's coming out holiday this year, so it's a big Wii U title that is dropping this year. So if you guys are into Star Fox, definitely look out for that. Oh man, I'm so tired. Okay, so the next thing they talked about was Super Mario Maker. We already have been seeing a ton about this game like all week long, mainly starting off with the Nintendo World Championships on no, it wasn't Friday. It was Sunday, right? Sunday the Nintendo World Championships kicked off. And that's when we first saw Mario Maker, or Super Mario Maker, and we found out that it was getting a remake. The title was getting renamed to Super Mario Maker. They just threw the Super in there. So yeah, they did announce today that you'll be able to customize Mario according to the amiibo set you have. So if you have a Link amiibo, you can like transform Mario into Link. If you have a Wii Fit Trainer amiibo, you can transfer it to the Wii Fit Trainer. Hopefully, if you have an Animal Crossing amiibo, oh yeah, they showed Isabelle, so that's totally a thing. Maybe if you have a Yoshi amiibo, you could turn them into Yoshi. I don't know, but that would just be really cool. The release date for it is September 11th, so it's coming out fairly soon, a few months down the line. And also for the 30th anniversary of Mario, you'll be getting, well, I think you buy it separately, but it's basically a, oh no, it comes bundled, but I think it's with a special edition or something. So it's like that giant 2D pixel Mario amiibo, which is pretty cool. So when you use them in game, it's like a giant pixel Mario that you'll be able to use, which is pretty awesome. I think Super Mario Maker is probably, I think it's got to be tied with Yoshi's Woolly World as far as like the main Nintendo game that I'm looking forward to playing the most. Like I don't know, but I've always wanted something like this. Like this is really awesome, and they literally have like every Mario engine in this. I mean, except for the full 3D Marios like Galaxy and 3D World, but they have like every 2D Mario game engine in this game for us to make stages for, which is pretty freaking awesome. So I'm definitely going to go ham on that. I'm just basically going to download a ton of stages and play. Hopefully they have like stage packs where people can basically create their own in full-length Mario game, and you can just download them. That would be really awesome. Man, that would be sick. So hopefully something like that is in the works. But yeah, most of Nintendo's press conference was mainly focused on Amiibo. It seemed like a lot of people on Twitter right now are like going crazy, like, oh, it was all about Amiibo, which I do have to agree. They did announce that they're partnering with the developers of the Skylander toys. They're going to start coming out with Amiibo and Skylander hybrids. So the first two that they showed off was a turbocharged Donkey Kong Amiibo and a Hammer Slam Bowser Amiibo, which is pretty cool. You'll be able to use them in the new Skylanders game or something like that. So yeah, I mean, wow, just a lot of new Amiibo stuff, man. It's just, Amiibos are getting out of hand. Honestly, like, I'm not too crazy about them. Like, they're cool, but like, I don't know. I just like, I would rather just collect regular figures, but like, I guess it's cool that you can use them in the game at least, because if they were just straight up figures, I couldn't see them selling as much. But I mean, it's what's making money for them, and it seems like, I feel like Amiibos are like an accidental success that Nintendo has come up with. Like I feel like the Wii U in general is starting to turn into an Amiibo machine. Like the Wii U's original intent was supposed to be about, you know, the gamepad and the gamepad being really interactive, but it seems like they've dropped that. I mean, we still have the gamepad. That's still the gamepad's main focus, but it seems like they've dropped that concept, and like the the Wii U is literally now an amiibo machine. Like, that's seeming like what it's exactly for. Like, they should have just called this the Nintendo Amiibo, because this is exactly what the Wii U seems to be turning into. Hopefully, they don't completely like convert the 3DS into that, but odds are the 3DS is going to probably phase out around the next 2 or 3 years, especially with the announcement of the NX next year. They did say during the press conference that they're going to talk more about that next year, so we probably won't hear anything else about the NX for the rest of the year. But that's more than likely going to be their next handheld. That's a discussion for another day, but yeah, that's just my thoughts on that and the Amiibo in general. They did announce a few 3DS titles. So we got The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, which is basically a multiplayer, or you could do like a co-op 3-person Legend of Zelda game. It's it's like Phantom Hourglass styled. What was the other title that recently came out? It was the something in between time. I don't really remember. What was it? A Link Between Two Worlds. It's basically like that. It's exactly that kind of style Zelda game. Yeah, you're basically working together with your friends throughout the game. Otherwise, the other two Zeldas are like basically dolls. I think they said something like that if you're playing the single player and just by yourself. So it seems like they're really encouraging you to play with your friends in this game, which is pretty cool. I think it has voice chat, so that's pretty awesome. We don't really have too many 3DS games with voice chat functionality. So that's coming out fall of 2015, so fall of this year. New Zelda title for all you 3DS owners out there. For 3DS, they also announced Metroid Prime Federation Force. I don't know why people are going ham over this game. Samus is not even in this game as far as we know. It looks like you're just playing as like these really generic robots, and they literally just threw Metroid in the title. As a lot of people predicted, this the Blast Ball game that they showed off during the Nintendo World Championships is I guess it's just like a mini game inside of Metroid Prime Federation Force. So it's called Metroid Prime Blast Ball. That's the official title. I'm not really too interested in this game. It's not like an official Metroid game. It's not canon or anything. So I am not really. What is this? I'm not really freaking out over it right now. I think once people get their hands on it and they find out, whoa, this is not really an actual Metroid game, I think the hype is going to die down a little bit. I'm not sure if people really understand yet that this isn't like the Metroid Prime game we've been waiting for. It's not even like Metroid Prime Hunters. As a matter of fact, I would rather play Metroid Prime Hunters over this from what I've seen. But that's just me. But it seems to be still a little bit early in development. Let's see. I think they said it was coming out in 2016 or I don't think I got the release date for it. No, 2016. 2016, I guess. I could have sworn this was coming out in the winter. Maybe I screwed that up, but it looks like I jotted it down for 2016. So if it is, in fact, coming out in 2016, odds are a lot can change throughout the rest of the year. And you never know, they might throw Samus in there. That would be pretty cool. So a lot can change throughout that period of time. So I guess we'll just have to keep an eye out on it. So yeah, that pretty much does it for 3DS titles aside from Fire Emblem Fates. That's the official title for the new Fire Emblem game for the 3DS. That's going to have a 2016 release. This is looking to be a really a much darker Fire Emblem game. Dang, the trailer was pretty emotional and stuff. So it actually looks really, really, really good. So I cannot wait for that game. I'm definitely going to have to pick that up. So yeah, 2016 release for that. Then they also touched on Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer a little bit. Looks pretty cool. You're just basically designing homes for villagers and whatnot. That's pretty much the focus of it. In my opinion, it's basically just a big mini game, Animal Crossing game. It's coming out September 25th for all of us in the U.S. And I think it's coming out this summer in Japan. So. We're getting it fairly soon. So it's only a few months down the line. It's a mini game, so I wouldn't expect that big of a gap in between release times anyway. Let's see. Moving on from 3DS titles, they jumped into Xenoblade Chronicles X. We've heard a lot about this throughout the past few months. We had a Xenoblade Chronicles Direct a few months ago. I think it was in May or maybe late April. But the game's already out in Japan, so we knew it was probably on the way sometime soon. But it seems like we're getting it like the tail end of this year, December 4th to be exact, is the release date. This game looks really, really, really good. It looks really cool. I need to figure out exactly what the multiplayer thing is like in this game. Like if it's more of an MMO style or if it's just more of a Monster Hunter style. You just team up with people and you go kill stuff. I don't know. I want to see what it's like. I want to see how the character customization is and the character progression. I want to see what that's all about. But overall, I feel like I would love this game. I just need to learn more about it because I haven't actually set aside some time to actually look at it and figure out if it's something I'd actually want to jump into or not. But yeah, December 4th for all you Xenoblade fans. So that is coming this year. Another big release for the Wii U coming this year. Probably my biggest disappointment from Nintendo's show is Animal Crossing Amiibo. It's Amiibo Carnival. I put down Festival. Animal Crossing Amiibo Carnival. I was really sad when it turned out to be an Amiibo game. The intro made it look like it was a beautiful, beautiful New Leaf port to the Wii U. It looks... Forget the board game, all right? Forget the dice. Forget all of that. When you look at the game in general, it looks like they literally just implemented New Leaf into the Wii U. That's what it looked like. That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, okay, they're going with the New Leaf port style, kind of like what they did with the City Folk, basically being a Wild World port to the Wii. They're doing the same thing for Wii U. I didn't care. I was freaking out. I was happy, like, because it looked really good. It looks really, really, really good. But no, it's got to be a Mario Party style game. I'm really disappointed about that, but you know, like I said, it seems like they're milking this Amiibo thing as much as they possibly can. This is what the masses seem to want now is Amiibo, and they're selling the Amiibo seem to be making more money for Nintendo than their actual game. And why not just keep making Amiibo games and dang, you'll be rolling in bank. So that apparently that's what they're doing now. I'm pretty sure if the Amiibo weren't successful, we'd probably get an actual New Leaf port to the Wii U or something of that sort. But since Amiibo seem to be doing very well, it looks like this is what we're getting. So Animal Crossing Amiibo Carnival coming out holiday of this year on the Wii U. I won't be picking it up because it just makes me really sad, and I won't be able to look at the game without like crying because I wish it was New Leaf on the Wii U. Unfortunately. So yeah, that's on the way, and then we have we got Yoshi's Woolly World. We all knew that was coming as well. Actually, it comes out in a few weeks in Europe. I think June 25th or 26th it is in Europe, and I'm not sure when it drops in Japan. It might drop around the same time, or maybe a few months later. I'm not really sure, but it does come out in a few weeks in Europe. We're getting it October 15th. Glad that's a 2015 title. It's another Nintendo title I've had my eye on for a really long time. Probably one of the titles that I'm most excited for out of this entire E3 press conference, even though it's not newly announced. It's been announced since 2014, or since last year, I believe. But I'm happy we're getting a standalone Yoshi game again. Even though it is like Yarn style, I do wish it was just regular style, like Yoshi Story style. But yeah, it's Yarn style, which is fine. But at least we don't have like Mario on his back all the time. It's not a Yoshi's Island game. This is a standalone Yoshi. It's like kind of going back to Origin Yoshi, and this game is just looking really, really, really gorgeous in general. So I absolutely cannot wait to play it. So yeah, October 15th, Wii U guys, definitely gonna pick that up. Let's see, we got another few weird titles. So we got a title that was called FE. I guess that game that they showed was Fire Emblem Cross Shinigami Tensei. I couldn't tell what it was because like there was like nightcore going on and music and like Japanese pop. I wasn't sure what this was. I was like, what? Like, why couldn't you just say Fire Emblem Cross Shinigami Tensei? There's some weird Japanese characters. I couldn't read it. I just saw FE and I wasn't sure what the heck it was. And nothing about it reminded me of Fire Emblem at all. So I was like, what's going on here? I thought it was something completely different. But I guess that was Fire Emblem Cross Shinigami Tensei. That is coming out in 2016. I couldn't understand anything going on in the trailer because it was in Japanese. But at least we know that's on the way. I mean, I wouldn't expect it early 2016. I would probably it's going to be a holiday 2016 title, especially considering the fact that Fire Emblem Fates is probably going to be a spring 2016 release, because I think they said it's coming out at the end of the year in Japan. I'm not really sure. But I would have to I don't know if Japan had their own little digital event, but otherwise I would have to look that up and let you guys know for sure. But yeah, Fire Emblem X Shinigami Tensei is coming, so yeah, that is a thing. Let's see. We've got a new title, which was Yokai Watch. That seemed pretty interesting. I immediately thought of Professor Layton when I saw this, but it was kind of something. It was kind of really different. It was a lot different, actually. But it seems like the kid finds a genie or something like that, follows him around, and like turns into other weird ghosts and stuff. No, it looked like Wisp from Animal Crossing, and his name was Whisper, and I was like, jeez, that's weird. I wonder if they intentionally did that. But I didn't really understand what exactly the game was about, but it does look like, it does kind of remind me of Professor Layton, and I know the Professor Layton games are over now, so this might be like a start of like a new line of games, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. If there have been previous Yokai Watch games before, I have not been aware of them. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to see that. It comes out holiday 2015. That is a 3DS title, I believe. So I forgot to add that in when I was talking about 3DS games. So yeah, holiday 2015 for Yokai Watch. Let's see, we also have Mario & Luigi Paper Jam. That's a 3DS title as well, I believe. So this was pretty interesting because I know a lot of people wanted just a new Paper Mario title in general. Seems like we're getting that along with a new Mario & Luigi title. So it's like a crossover kind of, like, I guess Paper Mario is coming into the Mario & Luigi universe, and you can use his abilities. You kind of use both their abilities, so regular 3D Mario's abilities and then Paper Mario's abilities to like help you throughout the game. And then you got Paper Bowser, and like it's just a lot of all the Paper Mario characters coming into the Mario and Luigi universe, which is pretty cool. So it's like a big crossover. I thought that was pretty freaking awesome. I'm not a huge like Mario and Luigi fan anymore. I remember playing Partners in Time. I think that was the first one to drop on the DS. I like that a lot, but oh man, I got so mad playing that game. Like, I raged a lot playing that game. It was actually kind of hard for me. But it was really fun. But ever since then, I haven't really played any of the Mario and Luigi like team up games. So yeah, I probably will pass on this title. But if you're a Paper Mario fan, you might want to look into getting this. No, it's not a standalone Paper Mario game like a lot of people were hoping, but seems to be a crossover, so that's cool. Spring 2016 for that title. Let's see, and then the last up, I think this was the last thing they talked about. I believe the last thing they talked about was Super Mario Maker, and the whole 30th Mario anniversary thing. But before that, they announced Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I was reading something somewhere earlier this morning that somebody was hoping for a new sports Mario game. Yeah, looks like we're getting that Mario Tennis. I'm a huge fan of the Mario Tennis games. They're pretty freaking awesome, and it seems like this one looks really, really, really good so far, and I'm glad it's coming out this year. It's a holiday 2015 title. I will probably end up getting this. Nothing is ever going to be as good as Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, and I know the last Mario Tennis game, which came out on the Nintendo 3DS, wasn't too good. I believe that was kind of lackluster. A lot of people really didn't like it. There weren't that many customization options. Hopefully they get things right this time around. So yeah, I will probably definitely look into that, see how the development is going, and see how that's turning out. And then I will decide if I want to purchase that or not. But so far, it looks to be really good, and I'll probably pick it up. So out of all the Nintendo games that were shown off today, so yeah, I guess you could say there's a good handful that I probably will get. Star Fox, I honestly think I'll probably pass. maybe I'll pick it up for like a Let's Play or something like that. But as far as buying it to like, oh my God, I love Star Fox. Nah, I can pass on the game. But yeah, I might pick it up for a Let's Play or something. So aside from Star Fox, then, so we have Super Mario Maker. I would definitely recommend for anybody who loves Mario games, any of the 2D Mario games at least. That's the game I'm definitely planning to pick up. Xenoblade Chronicles, like I said, I want to look into it a little bit more, but so far it's looking to be amazing. I will probably love that game, especially if it is more MMO style compared to all the other Xenoblade games. So Xenoblade Chronicles X, Yoshi's Woolly World, that's #1 on my list. And then Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. So 4 titles. So 4 titles, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 titles. So 4 titles out of all the announced games that Nintendo revealed today. Honestly, I'm not really too happy with Nintendo's press conference. Like, if I had to rate it, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it probably like a 6. Whereas yesterday, I know I said I'd give Sony a 7 or a 7.5. I'd probably give Nintendo's a 6, just because it was a little bit too heavily focused on Amiibo. They spent a lot of time talking about Amiibo, and there were very few games that they announced that were actually brand new. I'm looking at the list here, and all of these games we've pretty much heard about prior, aside from Triforce Heroes, the Metroid Prime Federation Force, Amiibo Festival, Yokai Watch, and Paper Mario Gym and Mario Tennis. I guess that's a good amount, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 titles compared to the 7 titles were already announced. We already knew were coming, and then there were 5 others. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's an even amount. So we got like 5 new announcements, and 7 old games. I mean, a lot of these new announcements are really, with Animal Crossing, and the Animal Crossing Amiibo Carnival one. I don't even want to count that as a full-fledged game. It's basically just a mini game, in my opinion. But I guess they achieved a good balance. I wouldn't say they're really heavy hitter titles. Definitely not. They're not really. They didn't really come out swinging with as far as new title announcements go. These are kind of, I think they're kind of more smaller announcements, but they're enough to hold people over until 2016, where it seems to be they'll come out swinging again with some bigger titles. But I definitely think these are these will hold people over till 2016. You guys want to keep in mind that the Legend of Zelda for the Wii U is planned for 2016 now. It got pushed into 2016. Fire Emblem games 2016. That's pretty much all the big stuff we know for sure that's coming in 2016. Fire Emblem, Zelda, and not to mention we also do have like directs happening all the time, so they have plenty of time to announce more titles and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they're doing a roundtable conference today. Usually they do a private roundtable after their regular digital event. They did one last year. And they do one every year, but I'm not sure if they're doing one this year. I didn't really see anything about it, but if they are, odds are they might announce 1 or 2 more games. So that's definitely a possibility. Usually when they do that, they're usually 2016 titles. So yeah, I mean we can look forward to that, I guess. But as of now, this is basically it for Nintendo. So. Yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys think on Twitter. Let me know in the chat. Just let me know anywhere what you guys think of Nintendo's press conference. I'd definitely be interested in hearing what you guys thought about it. If you're watching this via VOD on YouTube, feel free to drop your comments below. It's never too late to discuss E3. So, yeah, crazy morning. So I'm just going to transition right into Square Enix right now. So Square Enix pretty much just... they just talked. Nothing was really too new. They just talked about a bunch of games that are in development. Kind of gave the background on a lot of games. So I'm just basically going to go through the list pretty quickly. So we got Just Cause 3. We already knew was coming December 1st. Xbox One, PS4, PC. Seems to be a pretty big world. You're walking around a lot, riding in various different types of vehicles, blowing up stuff. It's Just Cause. I don't know what else to say. They announced a new Nier game, which is, I guess, is the new game Platinum Games is working on. More information on it is coming in the fall, along with official titles, so that's to look forward to if you guys are into Nier at all. We got Rise of the Tomb Raider, we've heard a ton of last year. Along with Rise of the Tomb Raider, they announced Lara Croft Go, which is going to be a Lara Croft game for phones and tablets. Kind of features a different art style, which is kind of cool. They put heavy emphasis on like the soundtracks. They said the sound is going to be really nice, and the music in the game. They showed a quick snippet of Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Sword, or I want to say Heaven's Sword all the time, but it's Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Ward, that's coming out next week. No, in 2 weeks, I think. So we got that on the way. They didn't show anything new. It was just basically a snippet from the trailer that we've seen since, like, I don't know, like fall last year. So it was basically the same stuff. They showed off Life is Strange, Dragon Quest Heroes, quick snippets of those games that are on the way. Then they show the same trailer we saw yesterday for Final Fantasy VII, the HD remake. So that's going to be pretty cool when that comes out. More information is coming later this year on it, so we'll hear more. We'll hear more later down the line this year. Like I said yesterday, we probably won't see it come out until, I want to say, spring 2017 at the earliest. This is definitely not going to be a 2016 or 2016 title. I really don't think so. Their big heavy hitter for 2016 is going to be Final Fantasy 15, and possibly Kingdom Hearts 3 we'll get next year. But I think at this point, with them still saying, and I'll get to this later, but with them still saying Kingdom Hearts 3 now in development, odds are the game's not coming until 2017, late 2017, I would think. So I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is a little bit down the line too. But coming this summer, though, we got Final Fantasy VII coming to iOS. So that's something to look forward to. But the PC port is also coming to the PlayStation 4 still. It's still on the way. It's coming this winter. So if you guys want to get your Final Fantasy VII fix on next gen before it drops on, or before the remake drops, you got your opportunity. It's not going to be HD remastered, obviously, but it'll be optimized to play on the PlayStation 4. It's basically just a PC port just being thrown on the PlayStation 4. So that's coming. That's still on the way. This winter. Okay, and so then for Kingdom Hearts 3, geez, we got a lot of tease stuff for Kingdom Hearts. First, they announced Kingdom Hearts Unchained, or Kingdom Hearts Key Unchained. It's an Android and iOS game. Apparently, the story from the game is going to sort of tie into Kingdom Hearts 3 a little bit. Maybe it'll give some background on what exactly is going on in Kingdom Hearts 3. I can see that as a definite possibility. So yeah, it's coming to North America for sure. They announced that. Didn't really say a release date, but I'm assuming it'll be sometime next year or sometime late this year. We'll probably hear about that in the near future. Then after teasing us with that, they finally showed us brand new Kingdom Hearts 3 footage and gameplay. Oh my god, the game looks so freaking good. Like, I honestly, from what we saw today, I honestly felt like it was really close to being done, but apparently it's still really early in development. But they did have some of the Disney guys talking about it, and apparently this is a big collaboration going on between Disney and Square Enix to make this game. We can pretty much confirm the Tangled characters are going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. I know you saw those. We saw those two guys talking, and in the background they showed a picture of like some of the characters from Tangled. And so if you're into the Tangled movie, which I couldn't care less about that, they'll be in the game. I'm still waiting for them to add the Aristocats in the game, and I know that's never going to happen. But yeah, so we can expect the Tangled characters to be in there. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 still in development. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, I think it showed. So it's coming eventually, but like I said, probably not till 2017 at the earliest. We definitely won't see it next year. Pretty sure we won't see it next year. Let's see here. Then they touched on World of Final Fantasy a little bit. It seems like we're not just going to get one of these titles. I'm pretty sure more are going to be developed down the line. It seems like this is just like a new line of Final Fantasy games that they're doing, kind of like how we had Crystal Chronicles for a little bit and those other spin-off games. Seems like this is going to be the new thing. it looks pretty good. So if they keep this sort of art style, I'll be happy, the chibi art style, because it looks really nice. Everything looks so clean, crisp, and bright. Like, I honestly cannot wait for this game. Even though I'm not a huge like chibi person, like, oh my god, it looks so cute. Like, it's cute, but like, it's not over cute to the point where like it's just like, you know, extremely cheesy or anything. It's still, the art style still looks really good, and the enemies and monsters in the gameplay still looks like it's Final Fantasy. It's not just like they should have just completely retitled the game Chibi Final Fantasy. Seems to be a good balance, basically. So yeah, looking forward to that game. It's a PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4 exclusive. That's coming in 2016. We did hear about that yesterday during Sony's press conference. Hitman, which is looking to be a really big like simulation type killing people style game, if that makes any sense at all. We heard about that yesterday during Sony's press conference. December 8th for that title. I think that's a timed... No, it might be an exclusive. I feel like it's a timed exclusive for PlayStation 4, but I think it might actually be exclusive to PlayStation 4 and PC, but I don't really remember. I did not jot that down. But that is arriving this year, so if you guys are fans of the Hitman series, basically it's a reboot, I believe, so that's coming out later this year in December, tail end of this year. We got Hitman Sniper, which is basically a side game kind of focusing on aiming. Triad Wars they touched on. They showed a little bit of Final Fantasy 15 just to say, hey, we're still working on it. They already announced earlier before E3 that they wouldn't be showing Final Fantasy 15 off or talking about it, which is fine. Let's see. So they announced the official title for Star Ocean 5, which is, it's now called Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness. They're trying to take a step back a little bit when it comes to the cutscenes and the cinematics, just because they felt like it took away from the gameplay experience. I don't know how I feel about that, because I love like cutscenes and stuff like that. As long as your game has a good balance between the two, it should be fine. So they really I mean, if all the previous Star Ocean games were really heavy on the cutscenes, okay, I can see why they might want to take a step back here. But Star Ocean is really popular, so I don't think they've been doing anything wrong. I haven't heard anybody complaining, so I'm not sure why they decided to take a step back. But on the cutscenes, but I guess they did mention that, so it seems like that's something they are aiming to do. Tri-Ace is helping develop the game. I've never heard of them before, but yeah, they're pitching in with a development on it. It is coming to North America and Europe, so thank God they're telling us that now, so we're not constantly waiting for information on whether or not it's gonna come our way. But yeah, it is coming in 2016. So 2016, I think they said for US and Europe, and then winter 2015. Oh yeah, this was the title. So it was winter 2015 for Japan. Doesn't really matter if you want to play it right away. PS4 is not region locked, so just Square Enix is going live for some reason. Oh, they went live and they went offline. I have the volume turned down anyway. But yeah, so if you want to... What the heck? Oh, they're rebroadcasting their thing. But yeah, if you want to play it early and you can read Japanese, pick it up on PlayStation 4. I think PS Vita is not region locked either, so you can pick it on both if you want. Then they announced Deus Ex Mankind. I think it's Deus Ex, right? I don't even know how to pronounce it. I just like saying Deus Ex Mankind Divided. The main thing I got out of this is that the main people you're after is the Illuminati. So, geez, how weird is that, right? We're after the Illuminati. We're killing the Illuminati in this game, fighting the people of the shadows. So the main character is joined an organization, I guess it's called Task Force 29. You've got new weapons. You got new abilities with the weapons that are attached to your arms. You can shoot projectiles and stuff. I guess you weren't able to do that before. You are now, so... Sounds to be pretty cool for all you Deus Ex fans. I don't know. I don't really understand the hype behind the game. Not really my type of game. But nanoblades, that's what it's called. So nanoblades you can use as projectiles. I guess you weren't able to do that before. But the game is coming out in 2016, early 2016. They emphasize that, so you won't have to wait too long to play this game. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. then to wrap things up, they announced some app called Final Fantasy Portal. Apparently, it's going to provide a bunch of information for like all the Final Fantasy games, like everything Final Fantasy related. That's pretty cool. Hopefully, if anybody wants to go back and play any of the previous or older Final Fantasy games, they'll be able to do that and find anything they need to know in that app. That would be so helpful. I would love to do that because I really want to go back and play all the Final Fantasy games as well. There's a good handful that I've never played before. And I would love to have this app so I won't have to go around looking for stuff online. I think this would be absolutely helpful. So yeah, more on that app is coming. They told us there is going to be a US version and a European version. So that's going to happen eventually. Hopefully we'll hear more about that later on. Hopefully sometime soon. I would definitely download that. And then lastly, they announced a new project. Let's see if I can pronounce this right. Setsuna? Project Setsuna. I think it was Tokyo Game Studio or something like that. Or Tokyo Game Factory or something like that. It's a new studio, a fairly new studio, they said, that's helping design the game. It's going to be a new IP, looks like, so brand new RPG. They're planning for a 2016 global release, so I guess that's something to look out for. They really didn't touch on anything else. The CEO said he couldn't talk too much about it, so that was pretty much it. That just pretty much wrapped up everything Square Enix related. You know, a lot of these titles, not even a lot, pretty much all of these titles we've heard about this year, last year, even in 2013. So nothing too new besides Nier, Kingdom Hearts Key Unchained, and Hitman Sniper, I think, is a new announcement, even though it seems to be a side game. And then, of course, we have Final Fantasy VII, the HD remake that was announced yesterday and completely took the internet by storm. People are still losing their minds over that. Oh, looks like they're going live with their pre-show or their post-show. So, let me close that out now. So yeah, that does it for Square Enix and Nintendo, guys. So pretty much all the big people, all the big main press conferences are done for E3. The E3 show officially kicks off today. Today is officially day one of E3. So, now it's basically gonna be all about, we're gonna get a ton of footage from these games. They're gonna be on the internet. So if you guys are interested in any of these games, you definitely want to keep an eye out on the official Twitter or Facebook accounts or whatever, official social media accounts for all these companies that are developing these games. They're probably going to be uploading a ton of gameplay footage all throughout the rest of the week. So you'll definitely want to check these out if you're planning on getting any of these games. You want to learn more about them. We'll have a lot of the new trailers and everything up on EXP4ALL.net. I'm still going to be continuing doing write-ups throughout the day for a lot of the new stuff Microsoft announced, as well as a lot of the new stuff Sony announced and Square Enix and Nintendo. We've got one more press conference, however. Even though it's not a big main company, it's actually going to contain several developers that work on PC titles. So more specifically, we're going to be I think Blizzard is going to be there, so a lot of the Blizzard developers are going to be there. It's the PC press conference show. I think that's what it's officially called, PC Gaming Press Conference. Yeah, so it's PC gaming centric. So basically, you're talking about PC gaming accessories that are coming out, devices and titles and all this other kind of stuff. So I think if Blizzard's going to be there, we're going to hear about some pretty cool stuff. Hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping for more Hearthstone announcements, but they've already just recently released a pretty big patch for Hearthstone and just announced a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and assume right now that we probably won't hear anything new on Hearthstone, but hopefully we hear some new stuff on StarCraft and the rumored Warcraft 1 and 2 HD remakes, or not really remakes, but just optimized for the current BattleNet. So yeah, we'll see what PC developers have in store for the PC Gaming Press Conference. That kicks off at, let's see here. That kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that's 7 p.m. my time. So we've got a pretty long stretch intermission time until I go live with the live coverage of that. So in the meantime, I'm probably gonna nap for a little bit because I've slept very little, and probably for a little bit, and then I'll get back to writing up and putting up more stuff up on the website. So that's probably going to be pretty much the plan for the rest of the day. So I will see you guys all back here at around, I think I will be back around 7:30 or 6:30 my time. So yeah, 6:30, so 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That's actually not too long from now. That's about 3 hours. Wow. It's not as long as I thought. I actually don't have that much time. Let me double check something then. Yeah, I actually don't have that much time, which is kind of disappointing because I'm really tired. But yeah, so I should be back around that time before we go live with the PC Gaming Press Conference. The stream will still be running. I will just set a timer. And yeah, I will see you guys in a few hours with the PC Gaming Press Conference. Until then, keep an eye out on EXP4ALL.net for some of the latest information coming out from E3 2015. I will probably be working on a few more articles, so you guys will want to check that out. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys a little bit later. Hang tight and yeah, get hyped for more E3 information.